lot of you guys are newcomers to this channel. You know, I usually just talk a lot about video games and stuff, but my other favorite thing to talk about is comic book superhero movie stuff. And San Diego Comic-Con is going on right now, and the trailer just dropped for Wonder Woman. So here is another person here to give you their opinion about Wonder Woman trailers on YouTube. But I wasn't planning on making this video because I thought it would be good, and you know, I was excited, but I didn't really think I was gonna run up here and be like, guys, oh my god. But holy fuck, that was a really good trailer. Considering I'm someone who's kind of 50-50 on Batman v Superman, you catch me in the right mood. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I really don't like it. This seems to be a different beast in some ways, and probably the right ways. I don't know, just from the trailer, this feels like more of a movie, but it's incredibly exciting because you have all this stuff set up. You have Diana, you have Steve Trevor. You know, I've never been the most hardcore Wonder Woman or even DC fan. I've always been a huge fan of the big three, but other than that, I'm more of a Marvel boy. Except for the big three, and I completely worship them, so I'm really excited to see this and see Wonder Woman in all her glory, and it was fucking awesome because it's like you have everything. It looks like you have real actual like Amazonian battle scenes and they look insane, but then we also get real World War I battle scenes, and I love it because this movie looks very dour and dark like Zack Snyder's Batman v Superman and Man of Steel, where the color palettes are grim and everything's dark and gritty and serious. But here it just seems cool because the action seems over the top, and also Wonder Woman is like this shining, colorful thing, like running across the battlefield. This movie looks gorgeous. Did you guys see some of those shots when she's standing, like there's like trench warfare and shit, and she's standing there and she's blocking all the bullets with her shield? I freaked out. I got chills. I thought that was really, really cool. She's running around, they're shooting mortars, she's deflecting the mortars with her shield, and then you get bits of the lasso, which actually looks pretty decent. There was a lot of action scenes going on in this trailer, but they all seem really good and tangible here, not out of control. Especially the one scene where they started to set up where she was in a room full of soldiers and she started beating them down with that epic slow motion leg slide thing. I don't even know what was happening there, but it looked really out of this world and weird, but in a good way. And what I really, really enjoyed was, well, okay, first of all, can we talk about something? The room where she was going to do the beatdown with those soldiers, did that not look exactly like the room where Batman murdered all those people in Batman v Superman? Did they like borrow this set? I don't know, whatever, I digress. Oh, and then in the end of the trailer, I got chills. I realized, I was like, wow, I really like that music. And I think Wonder Woman and that theme was my favorite thing from Batman v Superman. I like the action, I like the seriousness, but I like the levity with Steve Trevor and like the little exchange at the end. That was really funny. The action looks real and satisfying, and I'm all about that. She doesn't look like she's like hurtling off of skyscrapers or anything, which I still would also like to see. But here, this just looks like a good-ass period piece superhero movie, which I gotta say, sorry guys, I don't know if you guys know this, but I am a diehard Captain America fan, and for me, I did not like Captain America the First Avenger. That was Marvel's first Captain America movie. I thought it was really lacking, especially with what it had. It didn't really give you enough good Cap shit. This Wonder Woman movie looks like what the Captain America movie should have been and what it should have done with what it had. You have this period piece, you have this war setting, you have the origins of this character, and you want to put him in the battlefield and make him go awesome and just see everything and just see your superhero dreams come true. And it looks, I mean, it's early, okay? It's one trailer. But so far, Wonder Woman looks really good. And then boom, just like that, we actually got early footage of the Justice League. And I gotta say, it looks pretty good. It looks like this is still very early footage. Obviously, they're not showing off the main stuff of the movie. This looks like just a lot of setup stuff. But I gotta say, what I took away most from all this is like, god damn it. Holy shit, Ben Affleck is a really good Bruce Wayne. Fuck, he's good. He has that presence that I always want. And it seems pretty perfect, and I like the idea of him going around and gathering everybody up. It's cool to see him and Diana sitting at the Batcave, sitting at the computer, talking about their plans and stuff for what they see coming, which, you know, you don't totally know what is coming. It looks like it has something to do with, like, a mother box, because you saw those guys burying a box, so that's what I assume. But we get the establishing shots of all the characters. You know, you get Aquaman, you get Arthur, you get Wonder Woman, you get Cyborg, and he's got his football jacket on, which I thought looked perfect. That just looked like a cool scene. And you can tell this is still very, very much Zack Snyder, and honestly, the vibe feels not like Wonder Woman at all. It feels way more like Batman v Superman, which is obviously going to worry some people, and we have no idea of knowing yet, but it looks fun. I like the levity that they actually have here. This whole scene that they set up between Barry Allen and Bruce Wayne, I thought that was pretty funny. I got a chuckle out of that. They seem like they're good in their roles, and they're good with each other. Of course, that's just one scene, but, you know, you take what you can get. Not to mention the speed and the movement and how they handle the Flash and, like, the Speed Force seems very cool. When they showed him in the suit, moving around. It looked a little awkward. I gotta say that looked weird and jarring. But what I like here is Aquaman. Aquaman looks like they're going for like bad boy Aquaman. He's like drinking whiskey and slamming it down and summoning waves. All right, cool. And of course, the real absence here is Superman, which is I think why this doesn't feel like an actual trailer. It feels more like just a collection of early things that they've put together for the movie. Because obviously we're not getting the big Justice League showdown footage yet. So I think all they wanted to show us was some setup stuff. And you know what? For now, I'm good with that. I'm happy. I have Wonder Woman to bide my time with. And I am hopeful, but it did end on that silly little like Batman quote, which I don't know why Batman is the punchline of all these new DC movie trailers. Like, I thought she was with you. And it's like, I'm only real when I need to. I like that quote, but I love how it all just comes down to Batman. But DC, I gotta say, I'm all aboard once again. I'm back on board. I got one more chance for you guys. Don't burn me here. I'm pretty excited for Wonder Woman. It looks pretty great. And I'm keeping my options open for Justice League because it looks interesting, but I also understand it's early. We can't really make a decision yet. So those are just my initial thoughts. Thank you for letting me freak out on camera for a second about this, but I do want to know what you guys think down in the comments, especially because some of you guys are probably more calm, reserved, collected, and cynical than I am. Seriously, like whether you like this stuff or you hate this stuff, let's talk about it down in the comments. I want to hear what you think. Suicide Squad is right around the corner, so I guess we get to really see the real direction for these new DC Universe films, and I'm looking forward to it. But guys, you know the deal. I'm Jake Baldino. You can like me on Facebook, you can yell at me on Twitter, and you can subscribe because video games.